What's up, world? It's your boy Drew Marcy here for How to Rap, and in today's video we're going to give you 12 reasons why your freestyle raps are not improving. Now, as always with our videos, these freestyle rap tips are not just a theory or some guy in his mom's basement who wants to blow up and start rapping and is just giving you different ideas. I've been coaching rappers from around the world just like yourself for coming up on 10 years now on this YouTube's most subscribed YouTube channel, and probably more importantly, I have been paid professionally to travel the world directly from rap and even from my actual freestyle rap. People who've been watching the channel for a while know that many of my coolest stories when it comes to a rap career have been freestyling to get a DJ or get a venue to want me to start rapping for them. And it's sort of like a test. And you'll see over the course of these tips and just in general, when you start to get good at freestyling, people will often just ask you to rap right there. And one of the best ways to do it, to get those gigs, to get those connections, to network, to get instant fans, is to know how to freestyle rap instantly well. So without further ado, here are 12 reasons why your freestyle raps aren't improving. And hopefully by the end of this video, you have a masterclass in what to do in order to improve your freestyle raps and get those gigs and start that career. Number one, the first reason that your freestyle raps are not improving is because you're taking too long to start freestyling. This is one of the most common ways, and I'm sure you've done it yourself if you're a new freestyler. I certainly did it when I was first starting off, and that is the check it, trying to buy yourself time before actually getting into the flow. First reason this is bad is, look, you're not fooling anybody. Anybody who listens to somebody freestyle, we've seen 8 Mile, we've had our friends freestyle at the cafeteria, and everybody knows when the person is buying time before they start freestyling, start rapping and getting into the flow. Check it, 1, 2, You're not fooling anybody. In fact, you're turning off the potential fan, which you could probably, if you stumble in those first few seconds, you could probably pick it up after by just starting to freestyle rather than trying to buy time and you're just looking lamer and lamer with each pause and stop. Additionally, you're training your brain to hesitate. And the entire point of the art of freestyle rap is to be spontaneous and be the minute I think of something, I say it. The minute I start hearing a beat, I start going. And so you don't want to train your brain. Come on, we love the sports analogies. If you are trying to get a perfect NBA level shot, the entire thing they tell you, the first thing is follow through. You have to follow through to get the ball over into an arc, into the hoop. And that's how you're going to train yourself to have a great shot. And having that follow through when you freestyle is what's going to train you to actually never hesitate in a freestyle and keep going and rapping for entire beats or entire hours, as you've seen great freestylers like Juice WRLD and folks like that. So you don't want to hesitate. That is the enemy of getting good at freestyle rap. And related to hesitation is reason number 2 your freestyle raps aren't improving is you stop and start. Okay, so even if you just start rapping the minute you hear the beat, which is really the key to number 1, is often a lot of the beginning rappers just stop. You start freestyling, you don't hesitate. Okay, you got through number 1, and then after your mind goes blank, immediately you just stop, or you just go absolutely terrible. We have an expression here at How to Rap in our freestyle rap trainings, which is spit through your stumbles. That means rap through the times that you hesitate, just even if it's something as, I don't know what to say, but I'm still gonna go, I'm still gonna, whatever it is, you just rap it out loud. Again, we're trying to train you to not hesitate and have an instantaneous, spontaneous mindset. So reason number 2 that you're not improving in your freestyles is you're stopping and starting. Again, basketball analogy, you're getting the finger roll and then you're just it's like a dead fish and then you airball. So literally, we don't want you to lyrically airball when it comes to improving your freestyle raps. So don't stop and start, just push through, spit through your stumbles, say it out loud. Now, those things, even if you watch a video like this once and you do it or you do it a couple times, those things are not going to be locked in permanently, that not hesitating mindset, unless you are doing number 3 reason that you're not improving your freestyles. Number 3 reason you're not improving your freestyles is you're not drilling yourself. So you have to be drilling yourself in order to lock those things in permanently. Look, there is no shame if you're trying to get good at freestyle and rap in general, right? We're here to teach you how to rap and actually make money from this like I did in the past. But I had to do things like drill myself, push through. And so you should not be ashamed to drill yourself when it comes to freestyling, right? So one of the best drills, of course, that you probably thought of and may not actually be doing doing is grabbing a stack of books, even if it's your school books or, you know, something from work, or throwing on Netflix on your screen right there, and just cycling through as you freestyle the film titles, right? Or the TV show titles, right? So you have TV shows like The Crown, or if you're on HBO, Game of Thrones, Euphoria. These are all great rhymes to freestyle with. You can drill yourself in knowing how to formulate different rhymes and start to lock in every process that we discussed in this video. Now, if you want personalized drilling where you actually hear my voice, we provide you with beats, we step-by-step train you through the best drills for freestyle rap. We have a Master the Art of Freestyle Rap in 2 weeks or less course. It's one of our best-selling courses. I'll put that in the video description, which will provide you with drills if that's something that you're in. But no matter what, we've given you just in this step something that you can do on your own. No need to sign up if you just want to try that out. But if you want actually more personalized professional drilling, check below. No matter how you decide to do it, be sure you drill and make sure that you're getting in a mindset of having your mind be your friend, right? You want ideas in your mind already pre-prepared. I can see the Netflix screen, I can see the books, I can see the table, I can see the microphone, and I can rhyme about it. And part of the way that you do that and be able to access and rhyme about anything around you is number 4. Number 4 reason people aren't improving in their freestyles is they're not memorizing enough rhymes. Meaning, look, I don't want you to pre-memorize something you pre-written. That's not freestyling, right? Except for, of course, the radio, like 5 Fingers of Death stuff, but for the purposes of this, we're talking about off the top. I don't want you to pre-memorize entire lines, but understand that the best freestylers, the professional freestylers, they pre-memorize, they already have literally hundreds, thousands of rhymes in their mind ready to go. We've talked about this before, but we're gonna put this in this list, right? So look, I formerly lived in the city of Washington, D.C., hence the Nationals hat, all right? So you better believe that I already know DC, EZ, TV, See Me, Believe Me, Free B, Breezy, She Needs Me, Beat Beat, right? You can do a lot of fun things, but the reason I know this is because I already have many rhymes associated with something that I'm commonly going to be rapping about, which is a city that I lived in. Additionally, there are a lot of different things in life that you're always gonna be mentioning in a freestyle. Like you're always gonna be talking about clout because that's the word for having attention to yourself. You're always gonna have social media. You're always gonna have school, work, job, friends, girlfriends, boyfriend, whatever, right? So you need to already have memorized common words that are going to be associated with things that you're going to freestyle. So take the time to memorize a few freestyles, especially about things that relate to you. And with that in mind, you should also have topics memorized. And that's number 5, not having enough topics memorized. And when I say topics memorized, I mean you should know roughly what you can freestyle about at any given point. So when your mind goes blank and you don't know any other things to rhyme with your Netflix, or you don't know anything else that rhymes with microphone, if you have a few topics that you know you can come back to, again, like where you're from, always know I can rap about DC, I can rap about the Nationals, I can rap about living on the 15th floor, I can rap about shooting YouTube videos. These are all things related to me, and I've memorized the topics, meaning I've memorized that I can always come back to this. This is what we call fallback topics, so that I have something to freestyle about. So not having enough topics, aka fallback topics, memorized is one of the reasons that your freestyles are not improving. And what this really comes down to is having fun, relatable topics that you can freestyle about, that you know you can always talk about, and you always know the people listening, your friends who live in the same city, people that are aware that you do a YouTube channel, things like that. Always being aware that these fun, light topics are going to make the freestyle more engaging and more entertaining. Freestyling is not about trying to write the next Illmatic or Good Kid, Mad City. It's about having fun and doing relatable things, especially about things around you. And that brings us to reason number 6 that your freestyles are not improving is you're trying to freestyle a novel, meaning you're trying to get way too deep with these freestyles, right? You're trying to freestyle about, you know, the future, climate change, how, you know, the politics, midterm elections, global energy crisis, a whole bunch of deep stuff that really isn't the purview, that's not the jurisdiction of a freestyle. Freestyles are meant to be much more fun, and I'll just let you know, when you cover things that are more relatable to you, your fallback topics, things that relate to you, things that relate to your friends, tell funny freestyle party stories, like freestyle a story about the house party you and your friends went to, or the funny teacher if you're still in school, you're gonna do a lot better and have a much better crowd participation than if you're trying to freestyle an entire novel and trying to rewrite the game. Save that for your written raps, all right? Save trying to do, political statements and trying to get all deep for your written rap. Just be prepared to have a fun time, right? And being prepared to have a fun time and knowing what part of freestyling is about is entertaining and engaging with a group of people in front of you brings us to reason number 7 your freestyles are not improving, and that is not freestyling to a variety of beats. Okay, what I mean by this is, again, we've talked about how present you need to be about the fact you're trying to entertain people in front of you. You want to tell stories that entertain them. They want to tell rhyme different words that have to do with you and them and your experience. And the truth of the matter is, when people are in front of you and you have access to beats that you can freestyle to, look, people are going to be like, why don't you freestyle to this beat? Why? Hey man, I like this instrumental. Can you freestyle to this? People are going to challenge you overall, right? That's one of the main reasons, as we said in the beginning, you want to get good at freestyling is because people are going to challenge you, especially if you're not prepared. All right. So one big hack that I've used is I personally pre-prepare different styles of beats that people are likely to have me freestyle. Like, I'm going crazy with this to the point that I've literally practiced freestyling over like old classic rock, like Rolling Stones and stuff like this, because I know that somebody's going to try to trip you up, right? This is like if you are in the UFC and stuff like that, people are going to try to, if they know you're a UFC fighter, if you got to have security or you got to be prepared because they might try to slap you just to see if you really can fight like that. Same thing goes with freestyle rap. So have a variety of different beats that you're freestyling to. Do not, if you're from the South and you only freestyle to trap beats, make sure that you know how to freestyle to a New York like boom bap style beat. Know how to freestyle to a UK drill beat, right? That's the new stuff. That's the new wave. If you're from the UK, you better know how to handle the trap, or you better know how to handle US West Coast stuff. So have a playlist of different instrumentals that you're prepared to tackle so that you can be able to freestyle when anyone tries to challenge you. Now, again, in that Master the Art of Freestyle Rap course, we provide you with beats that you can practice over and over again with those drills, right? So we're not just gonna drill you one time on the same beat or even 2 of the same beats. We're going to drill you on a variety of beats using these exact methods. So visit the video description if you prefer to have guided training rather than just going on. And I understand going on your own can be very stressful, especially when you're new at freestyle, and often your mind is gonna go blank because you're like, I don't know, these people are just looking at me, they're testing me. And one of the biggest things when your mind is going blank is you don't know how to make it into a catchy, more relatable, outside of the rhymes you're saying or the stories you're telling, more relatable freestyle. And that is number 8 why your freestyles are not improving, is you're not freestyling a chorus when your mind goes blank. All right, one of the things that one of the greatest freestyle rappers of all time demonstrated to us, Juice WRLD, very recently before he passed, when he was doing the Tim Westwood freestyles and things like that, is he would freestyle choruses at different sections of the beat or in between beat changes, which not only makes it more catchy, and he's also known for being an extremely catchy songwriter, but it buys him time to think of more rhymes, because choruses are a lot simpler with less rhymes and less flows, etc., than the verses when you're freestyling. So one of the main things I want you to also practice and drill yourself on is freestyling choruses. All right, so if your mind goes blank when you're talking about the Nationals hat, you can literally just say, I rep the Nationals, I rep the Nationals, I'm from the capital, I rep the, you know what I mean? Like, just buy yourself a couple seconds and then you can go into another topic, right? You can transition to YouTube or another fallback topic. And the ability to transition, one of the main ways that I personally got really good at that is actually recording my freestyles and listening to times in which I slipped up and what I could have done better. It's like watching the game tape in sports. So reason number 10 that your freestyles are not improving is you're not recording your freestyles and listening back to them, right? Like, this is something, again, if you really want to get good and actually improve, you should do the extra work of like drilling yourself, finding different beats and recording yourself and listen, where did I, use a very cliche rhyme that I always tend to use, right? Where am I not transitioning well? Where am I missing an opportunity for a freestyle chorus? Look, at the end of the day, this might sound like a lot of work, but first of all, you want to get good at it. Otherwise, you wouldn't watch a video like this and you've watched it this far. But more importantly, at the end of the day, once you're good at freestyling, the people that ask you are not going to ask questions, right? They're just going to be like, oh my God, you're amazing. How did you do that? They're just going to be like, oh my God, you're amazing. You're a God. Like, you're so dope. I'm your fan now. They're not going to be like, So how exactly did you implement the skill to learn how to transition, and how did you know to put that chorus there? They're just gonna be like, damn, and he even added a chorus, right? So do the extra side work to make yourself dope and make it look seamless, right? You're gonna get good at transitions when you're drilling yourself, when you're recording yourself and realizing the times in the past when you had an opportunity to transition and get better at freestyle rap. Another thing you'll notice when you record your freestyles is that often you're not rapping loud enough, especially if you're brand new. All right, so that's number 10, not freestyling loud enough. Look, again, when you start to take this seriously, when you have people around you, when you have friends that may doubt that you're starting to learn how to freestyle or get better, you're gonna need to do it with some confidence. You gotta say it with your chest, right? That's what we say. And one really good hack that I've always given is rap as if the room is on fire. What that means is if you are at a house party and everyone's having a good time, everyone's, like drinking, just chatting or whatever, and you're in the back and you start to notice that something's on fire, all right? Nobody's noticing because they're just drinking and turning up and all that. How are you gonna interrupt their conversation, right? You're not just gonna be like, yo, like a lot of beginning freestyle, something's on fire in the room. Yo, I'm in the room's on fire, y'all. No, you're not gonna do that. Like, again, save that for your recording, save that for the Drake voice and the love music that you're gonna do when you're writing something. That's the baby making music voice. But when it comes to freestyling and grabbing people's attention and making them your instant fans, the room is on fire, yo. What's up? Right? And for all you folks that have a weaker voice, even just the act of believing that you're rapping like the room's on fire, you're probably gonna end up sounding normal. Like, you're not all gonna sound like me with this heavy, smoky DMX voice, right? That's just a natural voice that I have. Most of y'all, if y'all have like a more calm voice, or you're brand new and you're a little nervous, it's just gonna come out like, yo, what up? I'm freestyling now. It's just gonna sound normal, all right? So rap louder, and again, take all these notes, drill yourself, record yourself, and you'll start to notice when your voice is starting to get louder. And really what that's gonna come down to is just doing a lot of this. And that's number 11 reason why your freestyles are not improving, is you're not freestyling often enough, right? And I saved this for a little bit later because a lot of these videos are always just like, you gotta freestyle a lot, and that's not really helpful. Number 11 reason your freestyles aren't improving is you're not freestyling often enough. So look, again, like many things in life, build a habit of it, all right? Just freestyle for 10 minutes in your bedroom or in your shower. You don't have to do it in front of a bunch of people every single day, and you'll improve a lot, all right? It doesn't need to, this is not the main course of rapping, right? This is something that you can improve slowly over time. And of course, our course that we teach you in 2 weeks, each video is under 30 minutes. So you can do that in 2 weeks with drills, have it forever. And that's a quick way to learn how to freestyle. And lastly, a really quick way to freestyle quickly and get good at it is freestyling in ciphers. I mean, freestyling with other people. Now, with the advantage of Zoom and, internet calls and all that kind of Microsoft Teams or whatever, you can learn how to freestyle with other people and freestyle rap at the same time in groups online. You don't need to do this in person. And just so you know, a cipher is a circle of rappers. You've probably seen it. You've seen it in 8 Mile. Everyone's seen 8 Mile, right? When he's rapping in that little like abandoned building and everyone's trading rhymes and going around, that's a cipher. It's a circle of rappers taking turns rapping. That's the easiest definition. So you should be in ciphers. You should be in freestyle groups, right? Even if it's just Zoom. Now, if you're asking where those are, I'm gonna put in the video description, we're starting a coaching program like literally in the next couple of weeks. So I'm gonna put information about that. You can get on the wait list, but the easiest way to do it, no matter how you decide to like organize yourself, is simply get in ciphers, get your friends to do it, get when you and your friends are hanging out, rather than just playing games, rather than just going to drink, get them to freestyle. Most times friends will be good sports about it, even if they don't want to become a rapper. All right, so that is 12 reasons why your freestyles are not improving. I think I might have messed up one of the numbers because I'm kind of doing this off the cuff. So I may just cut out a number, but yes, that was 12. I'm damn near sure I do have that in the script. I appreciate you watching. This one was much longer than I expected, but I hope that it's really in depth and you like all the information. If you want the guided drills, the different beats to go with, more guided training like this on freestyling, click the first link in the video description for our Master the Art of Freestyle Rap in 2 weeks or less. We guarantee it's 2 weeks or less. Every single video drops every day for 14 days straight, and it's like there's some bonus stuff. It's pretty dope. A lot of people like it, and that'll be in the video description. I've been your host, Drew Morrissey, the big homie Drew for How to